Please get ready for dictation of exercise number 5 and 6 from May 2023 issue of the Progressive magazine. It is a matter on budget and taxation. 5 seconds. Start. Sir, unless we produce a tax bill which is simple, which can be administered efficiently and effectively, I am afraid we are only creating more complications and opening avenues of corruption. I am sorry to say our legislations are always drafted in a manner which will give discretionary power to some people. I can submit a general argument that every discretionary power vested with any government official is always used in favor of the influential and the rich. Poor man will not be able to reach that official. So there should be a law which gives minimum discretion to officials. Professor Karl Dorr himself says that the 3 prime considerations that should be taken into account in framing an effective tax system are equity, economic effects, and administrative efficiency. But our present taxation system is neither equitable nor administratively efficient, and the economic effects are disastrous for all to see. My humble submission is that even at this stage, the Direct Taxes Amendment Bill should be kept in abeyance, and a select committee should be formed by a motion from the Finance Minister himself. Nothing would be lost, I can assure you. There is no hurry. Only people in a hurry will be those in the department who want to push it in a hurry because of various provisions in the bill about which I need not say anything. My humble request is that if we want to rationalize the tax system, the Direct Amendment Bill needs to be redrafted. Sir, on the corporation tax, we had great hopes that the tax will be more effectively collected. But what do we find now? There are ad hoc and arbitrary deletions, disallowances, and additions by the income tax authorities. You promised a simple tax bill. In the long-term fiscal policy, now we had a bill which is not simple. Again, we are told now that this bill will be amended. We find that arbitrary disallowances in corporation tax will only lead to more tax evasion and nothing else. Business will go on as it is. Business has gone on as usual in this country for the last 50 years. If the aim of the government is to bring about more morality, better tax returns, and simpler collection of tax, this is not the way to do it. What we need is a realistic look to whole gamut of company taxation in our country. Sir, I would like to refer to what Professor Kaldor has said in relation to company taxation. He has said that in company taxation, the general rule for allowances should be what is spent wholly for making profit during the year. Sir, even when the income tax officer agrees that the money has been genuinely spent, he says that he will not allow it. This kind of a provision will only lead to cheating. What I am trying to point out is that it will not work. Why do we make such laws which we all know cannot be implemented? Professor Kaldor said, I am strongly of the view that the developments of the last 15-20 years, which imposed fantastically high marginal rates of tax while permitting the continuance of wide loopholes for tax avoidance, are highly pernicious in character. As Henry Simons said before the war, that the whole procedure smacks of a subtle kind of moral and intellectual dishonesty. One senses here a grand scheme of deception whereby enormous surtaxes are voted in exchange for promises that they will not be made effective. Thus, the politicians may point out with pride to the rates while quietly reminding their wealthy constituents of the loopholes. This is Professor Kaldor's comment in 1956, when the general standard of morality was much higher than today. Today we are making laws which we all understand cannot be implemented. Today we are giving powers to an income tax officer to straight away make a difference of crores of rupees. There is no correlation between the status of the person who enjoys the power and the power that he wields. There is no correlation. An excise official has got the power to make a difference of profitability of crores of rupees. Is it workable? Common sense tells us that it will not work. My humble submission to the Honorable Minister is that rationalization of tax structure should be done in such a manner that takes into account all these things. Professor Kaldor's report is with the government. It is on the Indian tax system. Some of the things which we have code number, GIR number, etc. are according to this report. We have taken all the points. All the additional regulations suggested by Professor Kaldor we have put, but the pitfalls we have not seen. By marginally changing the rate of tax, the benefit to the dishonest taxpayers can be substantially reduced. we can get more honest taxpayers. Ultimately, no citizen is dishonest, but the law should be made such where the honest get priority over the dishonest. The law is made where it is easier to pay taxes to treasury. Stop.